21 seconds remaining in the game. GB up by 3 goals to 2. Face-off taken. Mason's lost his helmet. He's got to go to the bench. GB try and clear. They do clear. That should be enough. Phillips is the man who's after it.
10 seconds to go. 10 seconds, Seth.
GB are going to do their best to clear this down one more time. They do. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. There's the cheer. Great Britain win their 4th straight game.
So we now know what GB have to do to get promotion and the gold medal. Against Lithuania, they need just a point, and GB will get promotion to Division 1A. They've just beaten the Netherlands here, the host, by 3 goals to 2 in a thrilling game. We'll see the highlights of that game very shortly indeed. But let's have a look ahead to the basically gold medal game for GB with Matthew Myers. Matthew Myers, after that 3-2 victory over Netherlands, it sets up effectively a gold medal game for you against Lithuania, just a point needed. What's the feeling and thoughts in the camp?
Obviously it's awesome to play one game, one final game of the season to win a gold medal, gain promotion. That's why all 6 teams came here. We got a chance tomorrow to do that, and it's something that Great Britain hasn't had in the recent past. So it's going to be a huge night for us tomorrow, and we all look forward to it.
You might not know this, but last time GB won a gold medal at the men's level was 1993 in Eindhoven. So maybe a bit of fate on your side, but it would show how special it would be if you can do it.
That's a long time, and yeah, it's a hell of a coincidence that it was back here when they last won a medal. But yeah, we're looking forward to the game. We're glad we got through this one tonight. I mean, it was a tough game. Give credit to the Netherlands. They battled hard all the way to the end, and you know, we just about hung on. But we're going to get some fluids in us, some food in us, and we're going to come ready to play tomorrow and hopefully win a gold medal.
You weren't at your best tonight. I think everyone would agree that as a team, but you do find ways to win whoever you're playing, which is a good trait. Yeah,
I mean, we didn't play our best hockey tonight. Really and truthfully, I don't think we played our best hockey all tournament. I think the 2 games against Poland was really good hockey, and unfortunately this tournament we haven't, but we've managed to scrape wins together, and everyone's been a 1-goal game, and all that matters is you win by 1. So tomorrow night, like I say, we've done 4, we got 4 wins, all we need is 1 more.
How much would it mean to you personally to this time tomorrow have a gold medal around your neck?
Oh, it's going to be, to every guy in the room, it's going to be awesome, absolutely awesome. I mean, I've won a couple of medals with the senior team, bronze and a silver, so I just need 1 more to complete the set. But more importantly than that is getting back up to the group above and playing with the nations, you know, we think we should be playing with. And really testing ourselves. I mean, this is a test for us here, but the next level up is going to be a huge test, and I think we can do it. But first and foremost, we've got to come hard tomorrow and beat Lithuania.
Okay, well done today.
Thanks, Chris.
We are moments away from face-off here in Eindhoven as Great Britain take to the ice in amongst the fantastic fans here. Hundreds of them have made the journey over, even more in the last few days. I'm told there's 100 fans from Germany who are here supporting GB. These fans have made noise for 3 days. I am sure they will make the same amount of noise again tonight. We are moments away from face-off in the big one. GB against Netherlands, and commentary comes from Seth, Bennett and Andy Boxton.
Here we go, game 4, and this one is pivotal. It matters in terms of prizes. GB have gold on the line, but they need to beat the Dutch to give themselves every single chance going into that final match. The shot comes in a goal. Steve Mason scores. Bang, bang play out in front from the Dutch. And Great Britain find themselves behind. Not for the first time in this tournament, but Mason, who top scored in the Dutch League this season, puts the home side in front. GB 0, the Netherlands 1.
Well, good start for the Netherlands. We said they're quite happy to get men in front. And there was Mason out in front, all on his own. Bang, not much chance there for Ben Bounds. And GB have to be careful, they can't be leaving men in front. And Mason gets Netherlands off to a terrific start.
Swindlehurst going back collects. He's with Ben O'Connor. O'Connor down the left side, releases Peacock, he's in. Face-off dot on the side, goes short side. That's kicked away by the netminder. Swindlehurst winds this one up, scores! A first international goal for Paul Swindlehurst. The pass from O'Connor across the blue line, and he let the low slap shot go. And we're tied at 1 after 4 minutes and 1 second. Huge goal for Paul Swindlehurst.
Fantastic to get back in so quickly. We saw that when Korea went 2 goals ahead, and Robert Farmer took the sting out of that by scoring really quickly. And an absolute bullet from the blue line from Swindlehurst. Just trying to see if it took a little deflection, but I think it just went straight in. A couple of GB players skating across the crease. Looks like it was Chris Blight.
Flash screen from Blight, wasn't it?
Yep, really good.
It was in and out at the timing, though. Absolutely perfect. GB are working ever so hard here. It's 1-1 as we approach the midway points of this first period. Sent in softly by Robert Dowd. GB will go chasing with Lakovic. The Netherlands will try and break away in towards neutral ice. Hagemeyer loses to Peacock, and Peacock will come back the other way. 3-on-3, Blight with him. Blight has it now on his backhand side. Tries to go short side, he scores! Or does he? He thinks he has, he has! The referee has a look at it, and Blight has a first international goal, and he celebrates in front of the GB fans. And it was something out of nothing. A lovely feather fee from Peacock, and Blight's all pumped up as he punches fists with the whole bench. And GB have a 2-1 lead.
Sneaks it in at the near post. I think Oosterwijk could be a little disappointed. He gets his blocker to it, but it just skims off the blocker and just creeps in at the near side. And we were saying, reward that Peacock Blight Shields line. You know, they go out, they create a goal, get them out again. And 10 minutes into the period, they've had 4 or 5 shifts now, and they've created the 2 goals for GB.
Vanden Heuvel on the right side. He's trying to open up the play. GB shuts it down quickly though with Shields.
Again, Shields, Peacock and Blight out, being used a lot, fresh.
Going on the outside of Thomas. It's tipped away though by Great Britain, and they can break 4-on-3 if they're quick. And it goes to the far side. Peacock rubbed out on the boards, but he keeps going. Good job by Peacock.
Close to drawing a penalty there.
And he has again, right out in front. Here's Peacock, and he finishes, he does! He scores! What a way to answer! That was a goal of heart and desire from Craig Peacock. And for a man who spent a lot of this tournament sitting on the bench riding the pine, he removed the splinters with some style. GB lead by 3-1.
What a line. They are on fire right now. All 3 goals created from that line, and 12 minutes gone in the game. Tremendous performance, and it's great to see both Peacock doing what he does best, what he does day in, day out in the Elite League, in front of goal, one-on-one with the keeper, straight between his legs, no doubt, looks up at the fans, raises his arms, and that is one happy Craig Peacock.
GB 3-1 up here, and they're looking so hungry right now. GB doing a good job of clogging up the neutral zone, and they create a turnover. Down top of the circle, can he finish? Down in again, backhand side, he's hauled down.
Very close to a penalty that was.
Not
I
given.
think he's looking over at the referee as if to say, you know, why wasn't that a penalty?
Hagemeyer at the other end, this could be a chance. Great play though by Ben O'Connor defensively.
Brilliant by Ben O'Connor, and now break on for GB.
Lakovic, he's got Dowd with him. Lakovic doesn't go directly to the net, to the blue line. Swindlehurst lets one go, blocker save.
Another good stop by Mietras.
Lakovic, left wing corner, takes it behind the net, trying to weave some magic here. He goes towards Dowd, backdoor chance, Phillips. Oh, what a chance for Shields, doesn't finish it off. The address.
2 stunning saves.
He's making snow angels out there. Oh, he's lying on his back.
Fantastic.
Robert Dowd is asking the question here as to why there wasn't a penalty called earlier in the play. And Shields' tournament hasn't been a good one in front of net, and he can't believe he's missed this one. Half a net to go at.
What a save, seeing that in the replay, that is.
He's got to get that up though.
He has, but you know, he tried to get it up, but he was quite close to the keeper. It's not that easy. And Liège has just managed to get raised enough of his body to stop that fantastic job.
Tell you what, the referee did quite well on that Dowd one.
Just looking at that, I think you're right. I think it wasn't a penalty.
Swindlehurst fakes the shot and then rims it round to Peacock. Plays it quickly on his backhand side to Shields, trying to feed one to Blight, doesn't make it. Van Leyden into the zone. O'Connor was there. It was Ben. I was picking the wrong one there as GB give it back to Van Leyden. Van Leyden, 6'4", strong on the board.
He's been at the centre of everything for them.
Summers takes a huge deflection. Chance back door, goal! Uh-oh! Could be danger here for Great Britain. As all of a sudden, Levi Haukus is there. And Haukus beats Bounds. And with almost 6 minutes to go, GB's lead is cut to 1. And all of a sudden, the question gets asked, how calm are you? How confident are you? Do you really believe that you're worthy of a gold medal? It's a big question. Can GB answer? They lead 3-2.
Absolutely terrific finish by Levi Hooks there. Really good finish at the back post. The puck fell nicely for him. And he made no mistake. And look at the joy on the faces of the Dutch players. They know they are back in this. They know how big an opportunity they have.
21 seconds remaining in the game. GB up by 3-2. Face-off taken. Mason's lost his helmet. He's got to go to the bench. GB try and clear. They do clear. That should be enough. Phillips is the man who's after it.
10 seconds to go. 10 seconds, Seth.
GB are going to do their best to clear this down one more time. They do. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. There's the cheer. Great Britain win their 4th straight game. They made hard work of it, but they've beaten the Netherlands by 3-2, and now are 3 periods away from gold. Victory or a point against Lithuania would be enough for promotion.
Unbelievable game, absolutely terrific, end to end. The Dutch can be very, very proud of their efforts.
Let's go down ringside. Chris Ellis is on the bench, and he has with him the head coach.
Pete Russell. Pete, well done. They kept on going again for you, didn't they?
Yeah, it was tough. Some of those games are the toughest, and we battled and we're tired, and you know we got to just find one more now.
One more and 1 point for the gold medal. How do you keep the guys calm tonight?
Do you know what? Everybody was emotional tonight, but you know what? Games like this mean a lot to them. They're professionals, but they're just the same as anybody. It gets tight. You don't score when you could have, and you know you're making some bad decisions when you're tired. I think we'll be fine.
Funny, you must be very proud of them so far. 4 out of 4 is brilliant.
Yeah, it's great. Plus the 2 polling games. We've played 6 games in 8 days. They're pretty tired right now.
Just quickly on to Tommy Watkins. It was a good, gritty performance again, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was tough. It was going to be difficult to get a clear go at these guys tonight, but they got a lot to play for as well.
Well, Craig, well done tonight. 1 more now, hey?
Yeah, 1 more to go. You know, we set out there with a game plan and we managed to achieve that. And like I say, 1 more to go. It's a big one tomorrow.
You've not had loads of ice time so far. Is this a good way, do you think, you've responded with, I think, a goal and assist off memory?
Yep. You know, I'm just here to do whatever I can to help the team. And, you know, I like to try and contribute offensively. And I managed to do that tonight and help the team that way. But whatever I can do and help the team achieve the success we're after, I'll do it.
What's been the secret so far? Because it's been a long time since GB have going into a gold medal game. Well, what's the secret behind your success?
I think there's just a great team spirit. Everybody's buying into the system and we're pulling together, and we know we've got a great opportunity here to achieve something special. So we'll move on to tomorrow.
Okay, well done today. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
There you go, Seth.
Chris, thank you. That's Chris Ellis ringside for us with Craig Peacock. And great to hear from him as well. We can get more reaction, I think, from the GB camp. Chris?
Yeah, Jonathan's alongside me again. Jonathan, 4 out of 4. How are the nerves now for 1 more?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're just going to go in and do what we got to do on that last game, but no, yeah, 4 out of 4 is you know, something we should definitely all be proud of, and we just got to finish the job now.
Great atmosphere in this ring tonight, wasn't there?
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's a few more British flags out there than there was earlier in the week, and the Dutch team supporters came out and they did what they did, so yeah, it was a great atmosphere.
Silver medal already guaranteed. Do you feel like you're on the cusp of something special here?
Yeah, silver's nice, but we came here to win gold, and that's what we're going to look to do tomorrow.
Not going to be easy though. I mean, who knows? It could be decided before the second game, but you could bank on career winning. But Lithuania, they've had an up and down tournament, but you've seen in previous years, they can beat GB and they can beat tough opponents, can't they? Yeah,
they've got some very skilled players on their team. They've got a couple of guys that have played in the Elite League and in the EPL, so we kind of know what they're about. But yeah, they're a very, very skillful team. They've got a lot of size as well, so you never like to put it to chance. We're going to go out there and do what we've got to do and win that game and win the gold medal.
So another win for GB. It is 4 out of 4 now in Eindhoven. A 3-2 win over Netherlands. And the permutations really are quite simple for GB to win promotion to Division 1A. They just need a point from their game against Lithuania. They will then get that gold medal. They could, however, get promotion without even playing. And that's because Korea needs a win in regulation time against Croatia to stay in the hunt. So if they don't do that, Seth, Bennett, gold could already beat GB's. It's a great position they're in, isn't it?
Oh, look, it's a wonderful position. And when you think that the last time Great Britain did this was all the way back in 1993, we've not been in this kind of situation.
Here as well, in Eindhoven.
It was here in Eindhoven. So there's that lovely bit of symmetry, isn't there? And now everybody has this sort of 16, 17 hours where we all have great anticipation, but also at the same time, I think there are a few nerves there because although this is GB's to lose right now, Lithuania can still win a medal, they can still get a bronze medal, and for them, they desperately want to keep the position that they had when they went on home ice the last time round. So everything is still to play for, but you just feel right now that this GB team has it well within their sights, and more so, well within their capabilities.
What a game it was against Netherlands. It wasn't pretty, it wasn't their best performance, but one thing to kind of bring out is the performance of the fourth line.
Yeah, exactly. Look, we've been waiting. We knew there was going to be some offensive production coming from Blight, coming from Shields, and most importantly, coming from Peacock. This is what he does for a living. He scores goals, and he did more than just score a scrappy goal. He fought hard, he made a goal, and the goal that he scored was just brilliant. He won it on the boards, he stepped inside the defenseman, and then the way that he finished it off, the poise of waiting for the poke check to come, seeing the 5-hole open up and then finish with real skill. It was great. Great to see him do that, and great for him to answer the critic that is the coach. When you're told you're not in the top 13 forwards in the country, yet you've scored more goals than any of them, then surely you're going, oh, hang on a second, this isn't right. How does he answer that? Does he sit at home and sulk? Does he disappear on a sunbed?
He's not moaned, has he?
No, he hasn't moaned at all. And he comes out, and when he does get the ice time on that line, he then shows exactly what he can do. And good on him. That's what I say. Good on him.
And a night of firsts as well, which was very special indeed. Swindlehurst and Chris Blight getting their first GB international goals.
Yeah, and you saw exactly how much it meant to both players. GB needed a goal. They came out a little bit flat, and having gone a goal down, they did exactly what they did against the Koreans, respond really quickly. And Swindlehurst, lovely pass along the blue line, and he was there to walk into one. More defensive scoring from Great Britain. It just keeps on coming in this tournament. And it was a good shot, hard low shot, and Swindlehurst cashed in. We saw he enjoyed that. I'm not sure he enjoyed it as much as Chris Blight though. Great play from Peacock in the build-up. When we see this, Blight walks in, and you're thinking for all the money in the world, there's nowhere for him to put the puck, but then pulls it onto his backhand side, and somehow he finds room and finishes on the short side. Really good from Chris Blight, and that set that line up. Then we got another first, having had the 2 first goals, the first goal of the tournament from Peacock, and as we've already seen, a wonderful bit of skill for him to be able to finish that off. And that set up the rest of the GB performance, because at 3-1, they looked comfortable. Their performance in the middle period was exceptional defensively. They only gave away 3 shots in the whole of that second session, and that really set up a third period that really GB should have finished off. I mean, what was it? 3, 4, 5, 6 great chances. Yeah. Phillips, Myers, both going close, and that chance for Colin Shields. Oh. He's sitting here right now needing to score 1 goal to go level with Kevin Conway on the all-time list. He would go 3rd all-time in GB goal scoring. second all-time in GB goal scoring. And you don't get better than an open net to aim at. Okay, it was a good save, but that puck's got to be elevated. That brings me on to my final point, Chris. Elevation of the puck will be crucial against Lithuania. They've got a really good goalie. He's a goalie who plays a little bit like Carey Price. For those of you that watch the Montreal Canadiens or watch the Canadian national team at the Winter Olympics, he takes away the bottom of the net. He butterflies an awful lot. And if you see the goals from the Korean game, where he got beaten was as he went down, they put the puck upstairs. GB will have to do that. They've hardly done that at all in this tournament. You think back to the goals, Ben O'Connor blasted one high on the power play. He then also put his penalty shot high. Pretty much everything else from GB, though, has been either 5-hole or along the ice. So GB got to maybe just change the plan a little bit. They've got to go upstairs. They've also got to hang in tight. Lithuania have been really good for the 30 minutes of each game that they've played in so far. Second half of games, though, they've tired drastically. If it's 0-0 after 30 minutes, I'm happy. GB then can use all four lines. Pete Russell's got to use full depth on his bench, and they've got to grind the Lithuanians down into an absolute pulp. Then they've got to take their chances better than they did against the Dutch. If they do that, they'll win the game.
You might have half answered this point, but earlier in the day, I was trying not to talk about permutations to tempt fate, but you have to talk about it. And I said my least favourite position was going into the final day needing 1 point. Because if you're going for a win, you're going for a win. If it's regulation, overtime or whatever. How does a team play for a point?
It doesn't.
It goes for the win then.
GB are going for 7 wins on the bounce. That's all they're looking to do. Look, if you get down to the last 5 minutes of the game and you're still tied, then you know what? You've got the big red stoplight for Ben O'Connor. You've got the big red stoplight for all of the forwards. You send one in, you go really shallow in the neutral zone, and you don't worry about it. You clog it up, you take time off the clock. That's when you play for a draw, for a point, whatever you want to say. This point, though, GB don't worry about that. You come out, you beat Lithuania, then you get the gold medal. If I would have offered that to anybody in the GB party before the start of everything, they would have taken it quite happily. And that's the situation they're in. It's a simple equation, really. Okay, they may have had a gold medal hung around the net before the start of the game, depending on what happens first. But the reality is, go out there, win your game, and then you can win it on the ice. You can enjoy that feeling. And you can do that thing that's so special. How many teams win 5 in a row at a World Championships? Yeah. This GB team has the chance to do it.
Okay, thanks, Seth. Seth Bennett there of the BBC Sports Olympic commentator. Tomorrow, in the game against Lithuania, we'll have full commentary with Seth Bennett and people from the GB camp. But Seth will be on air from 12:30 UK time to bring you that Korea-Croatia game. Because as we said, it might have an impact on the fact that GB may not even need to play for a medal. They may have one before then. So Seth, you'll be on air from 12:30 with members
wish me luck.
Yeah. Going to be a long day for you. 2 games in a row. So that's what the BBC Sport website will be doing. Both games for you there. And of course, on Premier Sports, Aaron Murphy and Paul Adey on GB against Lithuania. It is sure to be a special day. Silver already secured. Could it be gold? We will know this time tomorrow. That's it for Ice Hockey UK TV so far today in association with McDonald's. It's going to be a nervous night and a nervous day, but GB are on the cusp of gold.